Hi, this is Dave Csanda with this week's BuzzBite report at anglingbuzz.com. Well, here in the upper Midwest, we're facing some interesting times. Here it is, it's a week after Thanksgiving, and this is usually the time when everybody's out starting their first ice fishing. And the fact is, the weather has still remained unusually warm, and it is forecast to be warm actually well into December, and we have very little ice in the upper Midwest. Now, we do have a few ice fishing reports from up in northern Minnesota. Brian Brosdahl, in particular, was out tap dancing on 4 inches of ice to go out and catch some bluegills, but being very, very cautious and saying how the main parts of the big lakes are not safe, even if they're skimmed over. So go to little lakes, stay in bays, be very, very safe on your first tentative trips out on the ice. We've also heard that they're catching some nice walleyes on Upper Red, which has a few inches of ice on there, but again, exercise extreme caution when you're going out on early ice. We still have some late open water reports coming in, notably from Mike Frisch out in western Minnesota, talking about how the last places you catch walleyes in open water are often the first places you'll catch them on ice when the lakes finally freeze over. And he was saying how some shallow dark water lakes are going to be some of your best opportunities for early ice fishing. Down on the Missouri River in South Dakota, Ken Hutchinson down at Pier was saying that there's a good river bite going on at Lake Sharp. Not too many people out fishing on the big expanse of Lake Oahe right now because it's open water fishing in a boat. They've had a lot of snow and wind and it's cold, and so the boat fishing is actually to a minimum except on the river sections. Now, but this warm weather is also giving us some unusual opportunities, as Mickey Johnson mentioned. People are still catching smallmouth bass fly fishing down around the Twin Cities, fishing on the Mississippi River and some of the other smaller rivers like the Rum. So typically those would be all icing up, and you would be about the last thing you'd be thinking of would be a fly rod right now. But boy, there are still some fish to be caught. So the fish have to react to the changing seasons, and so do we. So if you're going to be out fishing in the next week or two, again, if it's ice fishing, exercise extreme caution. But go to the different BuzzBite reports on our state-by-state guide and hear what our reporters have to say. And they've got some good insights for you as far as how to handle this transition time from open water to ice. And as I always like to say, they're going to help you put more and bigger fish in the boat in the weeks ahead.